Welcome back. As promised, we got a musical guest today. One of the best songwriters I think there is out there today, if not the best. Mr. Todd Snider, I've been a fan of his and a friend of his for a long time. Welcome.
Thanks
good
for bringing me
on the show, man.
Yeah, good to see you.
Todd has got a brand new record out here, and I tell you what, it's awesome. It's on Old Boy Records. It's called New Connections, so go out and get it. We're going to talk a little bit with Todd. And but tell you what, first, why don't you just start us off and play us a song.
Where a gas station's hard to find. These East Coast toll roads drive me out of my mind. You can't go any faster than the guy you gotta go behind. I need a new connection. There ain't nothing I hate more than waiting in an airport line. Except maybe a $9 glass of some cheap-ass airport wine. I never do have enough room to move when I'm riding that jet airline, I need a new connection. I need a new direction. I'm so tired of looking at the same reflection in the rearview mirror when I'm passing through. I need a new inspiration, another kind of conversation, anything but this situation we've all been through and through and through. A new connection to you. I was riding in a cab around a town I'd never been. The cab driver was chain smoking, trying to get a station in. 20 minutes in the ride, the guy asked where I was going again. Where was I going again? I need a new connection. I need a new direction. I'm so tired of looking at the same reflection in the rearview mirror. I always do. I need a new inspiration, another kind of conversation, anything but this situation we've all been through and through and through. A new connection to you. I got a handful of car keys jingling on a ring. I got a head full of worries doing the same damn thing. I got a lot more songs than I will ever have the words to sing. Sometimes you just gotta sing. I need a new connection. I need a new direction. I'm so tired of looking at the same reflection in my rear view mirror when I'm passing through. I need a new inspiration, another kind of conversation, anything but this situation we've all been through and through and through. A new connection to you.
Wonderful. I'll tell you what, it's good to have. I'm very happy when you have on a show like today's where you have myself and Todd on a show today. Anyone who's used to listening to country radio or watching country videos, they've all changed the channel by now. So we can pretty much just talk about whatever we want to talk about now.
Oh, good.
So with a new record like this, me being a songwriter myself, I write, pretty much all my own stuff and everything. I always wonder when you go into making a new record like this, I mean, do you have, is there, before you go in, do you have a certain, is there a certain kind of overview that you want the record to kind of take on, or is it just a series of kind of anecdotes of,
Right.
kind of living on the road and
It's
things
been,
like that?
for me, it's been both, I guess. This record, more than any record I've had, I tried to have like no expectations, and I just sort of worked on the words and the melodies.
Right.
And then I asked the musicians to just do whatever they wanted. But there's been a couple records where I was like, everything should sound like this.
Yeah.
And then, but this was a lot funnier and more relaxing, being the guy who went for wine and then just sort of came back.
Right.
That's why I'll probably do it like that again.
Yeah, it works. I try to start doing that myself, and I noticed that there's a song on here that I really like, a song called, especially I hate that I'm old enough to say, kids these days, but they don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember the days of the vinyl records and
Yeah.
stuff, where you had all that, the skip and the campfire and the bacon front on them and everything like that. But it definitely is a really cool song, and I was wondering if maybe you'd play that for us.
I'll do this for everybody that has more vinyl than they have CDs. Let's see. I gotta get my breath here. I got a dusty old pile of vinyl records sitting on my floor. I've played each one of them over and over, at least a dozen times more. All I've got is a beat-up chair, a mattress, a fork, another despair, and that dusty old pile of records on my floor. I got Willie Whalen and Woody Guthrie, Jimmy Bubba, Lyle Lovett, and Bobby Gentry, Jerry Jeff, Bob Dylan, Donnie Fritz, Dead in the Doors, Patsy Cline, John Prine, and more. I got Jackson Brown, Towns, Van Zandt, Zebulon, Leonard Skinner, Harry Chapin, Guy Clark, Van Halen. I got Rita, Chris, Keith Sykes, and Country Joe, and he's singing with the fish, I got Emily U2 and Arlo, James Taylor, Jimmy Rogers, St. Williams, Mojo Nixon, Hendrix, Haggard, and a whole lot more in that dusty old pile of vinyl records sitting on my floor. One time in San Francisco, I was standing in the airport line. In one bag I had all my clothes, and the other was all them old records of mine. The lady said I could only bring one bag. I had two, oh what a drag. I had to jump on the plane and leave all my clothes behind. But I got Willie Whalen and Woody Guthrie, Jimmy Bobby, Lyle Lovett, and Bobby Gentry, Jerry Jeff, Bob Dylan, Donnie Fritz, Dead in the Doors, Patsy Cline, John Prine, and more. I got Jackson Brown, Towns, Van Zandt, Zebulon, Leonard Skinner, Harry Chapin, Guy Clark, Van Halen. I got Rita, Chris, Keith Sykes, and Country Joe, and he's singing with the fish, I got Emily U2 and Arlo, James Taylor, Jimmy Rogers, Hank Williams, and Mojo Nixon, Hendrix, Haggard, and a whole lot more. I got all the Booker T's, Tom T. Halls, Bobby Bear, Belafonte, and the New York Dolls, Billy Joe, Jimmy Croce, Kiss Crosby, Stills, and Nash, John June, and a Roseanne Cash. I got Forbert, Frommel, Sam, and Dave, T-Birds, Yardbirds, Stevie Ray. And if you're one of the 14 or 15 people that bought my third record, you might have figured already that I got piles and piles and piles of Tom Petty in that dusty old stack of vinyl records sitting on my floor. There you go, friends and neighbors.
That's a good one. All right, we're going to take a real short break, and we'll be right back with Mr. Todd Snider.